Nice breeze.
So it is.
Lovely sea, too. My favorite color.
So I see.
A blue so clear, you can peer into its depths.
Well expressed.
I'm talking to Paracelsus, not you.
Pardon me. It didn't look like it.
How rude. Faking civility. Proudly ignorant.
Apologies. I'll take my leave.
Well now, this is awkward.
2 years ago, I said that A.B.A would not be able to come into Strive. I was very wrong. But while I'm happy to have A.B.A in a new era of the cultural zeitgeist, like especially seeing cosplayer as well as discussion about the character, on the other hand, I couldn't fully figure out my feelings towards A.B.A until now. My feelings are I like her currently, but I also miss a lot of aspects of her character, like her older character. But we're going to discuss her new character, changes I personally don't like, and how I finally figured out my thoughts on her. And a lot of this is actually not going to be on the character itself, but rather more so how they handle her from a fighting perspective, which in turn also kind of how they handle her presentation as a character through fighting.
あった、この装置を使えば。大丈夫なんでしょうね。本当に大丈夫なんでしょうね。多分、行くよ。はーい。あなた、ご飯ができました。あんしてあげる。おいしい？おいしいです。よかった。たくさん食べてね。はい。いつになったら、この鎖を外してもらえるんでしょう。だって、あなたがどこかに行ってしまわないかと心配で。でも、これは、監禁的な。はい。たくさん食べてね、あなた。
A.B.A's backstory has pretty much stayed the same from the previous game, except for one flaw, that being that the accent core story that was her only story from Guilty Gear in general, because she didn't really have a story in any other game, was taken away. So there's little value in looking into accent core story for the current A.B.A, besides, well, the dynamic between A.B.A and Paracelsus, or the prior dynamic between A.B.A and Paracelsus, just to see the growth between the two. The dynamic in accent core was pretty much a woman who wanted to do something good for their reluctant partner. Partners say it's a bad idea. Woman does it anyway due to misunderstanding. She also ends up getting into a fight. Now in Strive, the dynamic is still the same mostly, but improved due to time. A.B.A has changed her hair in order to appear more normal and sociable. A.B.A has calmed down quite a bit, or at least is more willing to communicate. That being said, she's more willing to communicate when people are well-meaning to her and Paracelsus. Well, no, let me rephrase that. She is more willing to communicate with others when they are well-meaning to Paracelsus. when it's to her, she can be very down on herself sometimes. The arcade story is A.B.A having a date with Paracelsus where they're both happy. Testament disturbed the date by saying it is a toxic relationship. A.B.A gets depressed thinking about his words. Testament comes back to say the relationship is toxic again. A.B.A says that she knows, and then Elfo comes cheer her up by saying her love is beautiful. That's the small summary of A.B.A. The other important A.B.A story is Dizzy, who A.B.A only talks to once in Accent Chord, and it is pretty much a meaningless interaction. But the basic of the story is Dizzy goes out to the world and is told by Gold Lewis, go back home since you're a queen. Dizzy refuses and then encounters A.B.A. A.B.A distrusts her and Gold Lewis. Then there are multiple branching paths that has Dizzy try to resolve a conflict between A.B.A and Gold Lewis. That's the small summary of Dizzy's story.
お疲れさん。いや、助かったよ。
じゃあ、約束通り。
ああ、そのマフとやらに肉体を与えればいいんだろう。準備しておいたよ。いや、君は運がいい。ちょうど人格転送装置を研究中だったからね。さあ、そこに彼を置きたまえ。
うん。
彼の人格をこっちの男に移そう。この男のことは気にしなくていい。我々の実験体だからね。
うん。
よーし。では、起動開始。あ、まずい。おい、ロボ！お姫様がお目覚めだ！早く牢に入れとけ！
うるせえな。命令するな。
やばい。彼女の法力で装置が不安定になってる。ドワー！
わあ！
パラゲルス。
失敗しちゃったね。
こんな姿になっ。
ロボの頭に転移したか。まあ、でも死んだわけじゃないし、装置が治ったらまた来てよ。
これなら、前の姿の方がよかった。
So, like I said before, a lot of my difficulties with A.B.A and Strive mostly come down to gameplay. In the original game, there's an incredible game of risk and reward, inner mode shift. In Accent Chord, when you hit someone while in Moroha mode, you lose health every time you attack. But you can gain most of that lost health back by canceling the mode. There was 3 methods of getting into Moroha mode, being the command grab, the blood packets, and using meter to enter Super Moroha mode. However, Super Moroha mode loses more health, and the blood packets are limited to 3 times per match, and the hit grab was bad because you had to get in with A.B.A while lacking a lot of mobility in normal mode. All form of risk was removed with Jealousy mode. While you can no longer heal from leaving the mode, you could also don't lose anything in the transition, besides the parry in normal mode. Normal mode, while bad in Accent Chord, was a more interesting defensive moveset, with projectiles, a reversal super, and a command dash. A lot of what made Moroha mode interesting, as you can see, been stripped down and removed, especially the implication of the mode. To enter the mode, you need to command grab, which almost like using someone else's blood for a contract with a demon. If you can't use someone else's blood, you use your own. So we still have the command grab gimmick for entering Jealousy mode and Strive, despite removing all steaming of blood from her Strive appearance. Why is it still there then? Overall, it makes A.B.A just seem like either a diet form or a different character. And this isn't to say like A.B.A doesn't play similar to the previous A.B.As, because they do in some ways still play similar. This is more so to say like a lot of the themings that were originally there are now removed. Like a lot of the things from Blood is just removed from A.B.A. A.B.A originally looked like a person who came straight out of a hospital, but there was a lot of weird anomalies there. She looked bizarre and you couldn't figure out why. And when you did, it was pretty much too late by that point. The new one just has a weird fashion sense, which isn't a bad thing, mind you, because she has a weird aesthetic to her. But then again, almost all Guilty Gear characters look weird. So it doesn't look bizarre to you when she just has no blood, or that there's a lot of blood just spraying out of her in a lot of moves or hits, son. The point is that blood is rather important to her character and her kit. And that's why I more so want to emphasize. So with all that being said, what made me still be drawn to A.B.A and Strive despite all of this?
You're still here.
What's got you out of sorts?
Your face. Your know-it-all face. It annoys me.
That seems extreme. Maybe the real issue lies within you. Firm assumptions are double-edged blades. They tend to lead to ruin.
Shut up!
A.B.A theme is about wanting to be understood despite their different views on values. Something I think people misunderstand is A.B.A Arcade isn't actually saying A.B.A love is bad. In fact, A.B.A only thinks it bad because she's told it isn't normal. But A.B.A is happiest when her love is acknowledged, which is in all of her endings is acknowledged by Elfeld. Meanwhile, the person who calls her love abnormal didn't actually care about the thing in the first place because Old Testament was a jerk. And this arcade brings back that side of him. When you actually look back at their round end when close, you notice their relationship is so unique and cute. Laughing at jokes only they understands, I simply love that it's more of a story of someone being understood for who they are rather than conforming to being a certain type of normal. It is a really good use of a small trait of A.B.A.
My.
Please, I just want to talk! A fiend! No, a vengeful spirit! Dear!
Such undeniable fighting spirit. Such hidden power. There was a time when I would have leapt upon her without hesitation.
Leapt upon me? How bold!
Dear! How could you? Aren't I enough for you?
Did you listen to the words I actually said?
This took a turn for the lively.
I won't let anyone take my Paracelsus!
I get it now. I see the power of your love.
Good. Then you understand a bit. This is what it means to be husband and wife. Right, dear?
Very informative. One day, I'll find my other half and we'll sparkle just like you two.
Spare no effort. You'll need it.
Yes, ma'am!
Testament?
Yes?
Would you mind saving me from this hell I'm in?
Sorry, I'm only passing through.
Then there's her involvement story-wise with Dizzy. While on the surface it just seemed like an arcade to prove why Dizzy is a good queen, it more so explored A.B.A and her reason why she doesn't really like to communicate with others. A.B.A dislike of words come from how easy people can use them to lie and discriminate against others. Go Lewis isn't exempt from this. A.B.A has done nothing wrong, yet Go Lewis uses words to try to convince Dizzy why it's fine to discriminate against her, why it's okay to try to capture her. ABBA on higher difficulty even points out how messed up Gold Lewis really is, but it did the action that finally makes ABBA accept her.
Have you calmed down?
I get it. I know you're not trying to take my Paracelsus away.
We would never do anything to hurt you.
That's right. I just wanted to run a few routine tests.
Mr. Giant, I see through your lies. Your mouth says tests. Your eyes say abduction. No more. It's nothing but words with you all.
It's okay, ABBA. I'm here for you in times of trouble. Please trust me. I know it's hard in this moment, but I'll wait. Even if it takes ages.
What would you wait that long for? There's nothing in it for you.
I want us to be friends, ABBA.
Friends?
Friends?
Yes, friends. Why not? Wouldn't it be wonderful?
I don't get it.
Gotta admit, Queen Dizzy's got a point. It'd make for a wonderful future.
It's a good exploration of her distrust of others and her dislike of talking. People mostly ever use words to hurt her, but now after exploring the world enough, even if the number is still small, there are people who use the word to help ABBA realize she isn't weird. That's how I come to terms with my feelings about ABBA, because it's a celebration of how weird she is while no longer making a joke about it.
Why does it always end like this?
Why, you ask? You may be rash, but you're not stupid. Surely you don't need a lecture from me to figure it out.
I'm anxious and afraid that Paracelsus will leave me.
That feeling, or rather obsession, has an effect on him. At this rate, he won't be able to hold any shape before long.
I knew it. It's my fault Paracelsus is...
If you care about him, that obsession
I'll
leads
stop.
to... What?
Look, it's not like I haven't thought about it before. Our relationship is unhealthy.
I see. So your mind's made up.
This isn't love. I know that. The shackles of affection are still shackles, after all. Dear, this is the end.
So about the video I made 2 years ago from the recording of this video, I made a video about ABBA, why she couldn't come back to Strive. Technically, I wasn't wrong. In some statement, gameplay-wise, it's barely any of the gameplay philosophy of ABBA from Accent Core carried over from Strive. Heck, even her blood gimmick was stolen from Nago Ryuki. It's kind of like someone bringing the framework of ABBA rather than ABBA herself. Gameplay-wise, I mean. Then there's the who created ABBA statement I made. Also not really wrong either. Paracelsus to act and the key was definitely made by Mori from the old BlazBlue games. But Mori made an old man character with Paracelsus. Then Daisuke took a piece of paper and drew a young girl saying, "This is more of what I want." For some people, that's proof that Daisuke made ABBA. But people seem to misunderstand that normal for commission, which that was what Mori did. So Daisuke made a mock-up and Mori made the complete ABBA, most likely. That being said, neither was fully confirmed who made who, and Mori seemed to have some connection to ABBA, as despite barely tweeting, he made a tweet on ABBA when she released. So for now, I'll label it as it is a rumor till proven wrong, and more less than a fact. So if I'm saying I was wrong somewhere, where was I wrong? Well, I was wrong on why they wouldn't bring her back. She was brought back not due to story or gameplay, but due to identity. And this is something that I did not even think about when it came to Strive. A lot of Strive picks are mostly due to identity reasons, rather than story and gameplay reasons. People can relate to this antisocial dork. A lot of the Strive characters chosen aren't due to story and gameplay, but how people can identify with them.
Operation Romance Recon is a failure!
That's that. Though we were interrupted. Dear, it's been so wonderful. Even if it was only wonderful for me.
A.B.A, being with you has been challenging, to say the least.
I'm so sorry.
Just properly hear me out. Please.
Okay. Take care, dear. I mean, they're so soon.
Sure, but why?
Because this is goodbye.
Goodbye? I don't recall saying anything about wanting to part with you.
Wait, you mean...
You mean... What?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry this video has come so late. I wanted to properly wait for any other story drops, as well as fully figure out my feelings when it comes to A.B.A. And I didn't want to be reactive when it comes to making an A.B.A analysis, which was basically a part 2. If I end up having to make a part 3 because the next season of Strive ended up coming out past this recording, I probably will, but just expect me to not really cover a bunch of the bases I did here, and just be more like, hey, this is going to be a follow-up to my previous video, like how this is a follow-up to that previous video that I made before. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching again. I hope to see you next time, and take care.
Sorry! My passion is really gonna pursue them here, but that's no excuse for interrupting a loving couple.
Loving. I don't know about that. Loving. I understand the concept, but just understanding something. Can one say what's the same as knowing?
All this puzzling you're doing is a kind of love too, A.B.A. And so is watching your back while you do it. Right, Paracelsus?
Huh. Interesting.
This time already? I'm gonna be late to rehearsal again. Now then, I'll be waiting for my wedding invitation. Elf Valentine, out.
My head hurts.
How to put this? She's very energetic, isn't she? I may see some of the old me in her, too.
Really? I doubt you were ever that reckless.
Well, my indiscriminate thirst for blood and strong opponents cost me my sanity. I manipulated you for a while, too, A.B.A.
Manipulated? I wouldn't say that.
But I've always thought the relationship built on using each other is wrong. It's twisted.
Right. You and I might be twisted.
But still, I don't want to part ways with you. No more confinement. No more manipulation. We'll meet each other halfway. What do you say to that?
I don't think I can change my ways, Paracelsus. I don't. My life as a homunculus is all I have. I don't know any other way to relate. I can't.
I don't know any other way either. I mean, Max. But we can at least give it a try.
But...
Hoo-ah! even if we don't know. No, because we don't know. We can work it out together. That's my answer. But as your partner.
It moves so clear. You can peer into its depths.
ABBA! Keep it together! ABBA!
There's a lot that I don't know about the outside world. But as long as I can walk along with you, that's enough for me.